are live. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today we have a very, very special guest. Our USA is from Sacramento. He's a guy who represents the one wheelers all around the world. I have the pleasure to have here one of the guys who make this so funny and so amazing. My friend, thank you for coming. Hello, Bodhi.
Hey,
How are
how's it
you?
going, man? Thanks for having me.
First of all, I just want to say to everybody is out there, we're going to start from the end. I speak with them in private. I just want to talk about something very important they are doing, they are helping. That is Meals in Wheels. Can you explain a little more what is this that you guys are helping to be very big and we want to do in Europe too?
Yeah, so Meals on One Wheels is something that was put together by a couple really awesome folks down in the San Jose area, San Jose, California, Northern California. Um, and it is basically we get together a bunch of one wheelers and we get food and resources donated from local restaurants and local people, and people donate to Meals on One Wheels and they purchase some of these supplies as well. But essentially, we grab a bunch of stuff together, food, resources, and we bag them all up. Typically, it's about 200 bags. We bag everything up together, like assembly line style, and then we grab all the bags, hop on our one wheels, and go find homeless people and unhoused people in need that need um, those
Help.
resources. So we basically just kind of cruise around on our boards and go feed people in need.
And I think next time they talk about that, and maybe they're going to be 300 meals, 300 not meals that comes clothes and everything. And if you are out there, guys, and you want to do that action, what these guys are doing, I think you have the opportunity. You are seeing they are doing the best to help people who need it, and I think it's amazing what you guys are doing. I think that is the right way to do it. And here in Europe or in all around the world, please come and support the idea from all of them. We are together, have fun, enjoy it, and in the same time help people who need it more than us. So then second thing I want to say, my friend, you are a rider. You are a guy who can do everything. You are how do you start this? How do you came to the electro device? How did you find this sport?
Well, so I started out. I got lucky. I got a really cool dad. I got a rad dad, and my dad got me into skateboarding and snowboarding and surfing and all that stuff at a really, really young age. And that's been like what I've been all about for my whole life, just predominantly skateboarding, but also snowboarding and then a bunch of other different board sports. Um, and that was, everything that I did and everything that I cared about. And then my dad and I, through my dad was teaching snowboarding, and somebody that was teaching snowboarding with him told him to check out Paddle Fest, which is a whitewater stand-up paddle event in Colorado. So we went and pulled up to that and saw that people were surfing rivers in Colorado. So we got way into river surfing, and then through river surfing, my buddy Mike T, who's actually now one of One Wheel's sales reps out here. I think he's one of their Western sales reps.
Mm-hmm.
But my buddy Mike T, who actually gave me my first river surfing lesson, so he's kind of like my shred godfather. But Mike T brought a one wheel out at Paddle Fest, like 3 or 4 years after we had first gone, and jumped on the one wheel. And all my board sports, like my love for all my board sports, kind of went into the one wheel. I was like, holy crap, like this is incredible, this is amazing, I love this. And then I got a one wheel and just been riding it a ton. I got it at first and I got way into it, was all about it. And and then I started making videos on it, and they started having the competitions, and I started riding for the Hover Hooligans and started riding for the Float Life, and it just all kind of snowballed. But I found out about the one wheel through stand up paddle, and just like all the love I already had for all my other board sports just poured into it, and I was obsessed with it immediately, and I've just been riding it all the time nonstop ever since.
So I just want to say to everybody is out there, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to leave all the links that you can talk about. The first one, this website that is the official one from you. Is that right?
That is my website. It could be a whole lot better than it is, but that's it right there. There's some
Better
photos
than
on
me.
there, a little bit of stuff. You can buy a couple stickers on there too.
Yeah,
But
that is,
yeah, it's kind of like my portfolio, and
yeah,
it's
that is
got
the
some of
important
my
thing.
work.
Then we have the Instagram that you are very active in your Instagram. You have close
Yep.
now to 10,000 followers. That is guys who love your sport. Then you have your Facebook. Then, guys, if you want to see some fantastic videos from him, his Facebook is full of good stuff, tricks, everything you want to know. You're going to find it there. Then, let's talk about this company that you are guys open not so long. How long is this company out now?
Well, so Flux Movement goes way back. Flux Movement was originally the Hover Hooligans, and the Hover Hooligans was my first one wheel sponsor. They found me long ago at the first ever race for the rail, before it is what it is now. And I'd actually missed the race, but I was messing around on all of the little features that they had set up for the race, just doing some tricks and stuff, because that's just like what I was doing.
Mhm.
And then they sponsored me, and I hopped on with them. And then over the years, they were flying me out to LA, and it started out as like a crew, and they made clothes, and they always wanted to do more with it. But the owner of Hover Hooligans is in the cinema world. So he gets on movie contracts for like 6-8 months at a time, and just would just kind of dip out. So it used to be Hover Hooligans, and we were crewing up in LA, doing rides, making videos. And then Hover Hooligans, we switched it up and wanted to kind of change the branding. And the goal was always to focus on all the electric rideables, but the one wheel was just the most fun. And then we decided that we wanted to kind of stray away from the Hover Hooligans name, just for the like vibe of hooligan. We didn't necessarily want people to be like our whole vibe. So we switched to Flux Movement, because the flux has always been our logo. It's always been our thing. It's the flux capacitor. It's the power to travel to the future. And so Flux Movement kind of stands for like a movement towards the future of electric rideables, and EVs and electric vehicles, which is where we're trying to bring more awareness to, and how fun they are, and how, you can commute on them. And then Flux Movement, we rebranded and really started to gain traction. Rob, the owner, met this really amazing woman named Michelle, who has now become like a huge part of Flux Movement and the operation of it. And then I grew up a little bit and was able to step up and help out a little bit more. And we started doing like the clothing line. We started out with the Black on Black Friday line, and then gained some traction. We all really stepped in and kind of got serious about it. And then now recently they opened up this storefront down in Los Angeles. And in the last year, I started working and doing the marketing for the Float Life. So I kind of have had to step back a little bit in my responsibilities with Flux, just because time and energy and attention. But I still 100% Flux Movement rider. I help with him with the team management. I help do R&D. I come down and do videos and editing and stuff like that. But yeah, Flux Movement just recently opened up that store down in downtown Los Angeles. So if you're ever down in downtown LA, definitely check it out. It's really rad. Get your tires swapped out, bearing swaps, little, minor one wheel fixes, and you buy a bunch of Float Life products there, craft and ride products. The boys are always chilling there. They're doing rides every Friday. So yeah, Flux Movement is very close to my heart. I've been a part of that since I was a teenager, and they're totally killing it right now.
Yeah, that is very good. But talking about the flow life, you are a great team. You are the guys who I speak with you in private. You are the guys who represent all of us here in Europe, because there's not so many companies who are doing stuff for us in a one wheels, and you guys are very fast delivering. You are very fast taking care of all of us because we want to have the stuff. And sometimes from America, you have to wait lots of times from other companies. We don't need to talk about them, but I think you represent very good us, and everybody likes you guys. I don't know you personally. There is guys here who is from Germany. There was in the Flow Life event in the three crazy German guys they that I love so much. And tell us about this events that you guys created every year. How that start this idea to make everything.
The Float Life Fest.
Hmm.
So that's actually not us. We are a sponsor of Float Life Fest, but that's actually Float Life Fest is put together by a guy named Justin Thompson.
Yeah, but you are indirectly you are like one of the big sponsors from that,
Mm-hmm.
because every you guys are like the voice of that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we can't take credit for Float Life Fest because Justin puts in a lot of work on that event.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, the homie Benoit down is runs Float Life Europe down there for you guys. So
Hmm.
definitely Ben's the homie. Show mad love to him. He's the one putting your guys' orders out if you're ordering from Float Life Europe.
Hmm.
Um,
But
he,
you guys in Europe, you are thinking to make some events here. You are thinking to organize something for us in Europe, because there is nothing for us as one wheelers as events. There is no company, and the only company I ever see supporting so much, like we are talking about the Flow Lives that you are talking now in Europe. You are the only ones who support lots of riders, lots of events. You are the only company out there who spend more money for all of us,
Mhm.
because you don't win just money. You put money out to support the riders and to support most of the events. And
Yeah,
do you
totally.
think in the future is going to be something in Europe that you're going to maybe organize with the guy is here in Europe selling for us?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. We definitely want to have more events out there in Europe because out here in the US, we have, during the summer time, it almost feels like there's an event every month.
Yeah,
And there's
that
a
is
lot going
good
on
for
out
you.
here, but there's not as much out in Europe. The hard part about doing the events in Europe is, to be completely transparent, right now is we have Ben running Float Life Europe,
Hmm.
but it's a one man show, so he's really busy doing that, and so it's hard. It's hard for us to pick like where specifically in Europe
Hmm.
would we do an event because Europe is there. Everybody's kind of spread all over,
Hmm.
and we'd have to pick out where to do the event. It's pretty expensive for us to get out there and like scout the locations and talk with people about it, and then it's like how many riders are actually going to show up,
Hmm.
and so it's kind of that's the hard part about doing the events out in Europe is like where do we do it, who's the right person.
Yeah.
um but
There's
as
lots of guys. There's lots of guys. France, they are very good in one wheels. They are
Mhm.
very good. I think that they support you guys a lot. I know that in Holland, Netherlands. I don't know what you say in USA. They are very good in one wheels. I think they are very powerful. And today in Germany, they are very good too. I think that is Ignar. That is this. Crazy guy from Germany. He's a fantastic writer and a fantastic person. I think we need not with money, maybe your ideas, because you guys, you know how to do it, you know how to organize it, and if you can maybe one day sit with us and say, guys, I think that is the right way to do it. I give you these ideas, and then we can create it. That's what
Absolutely.
is missing. That's what is missing for us
Well,
here.
that's what we need. What's missing for us to make the Europe event happen would be a crew out in Europe to be our eyes and ears on the ground out there. And then we can totally tap in with ideas, organization, resources, money,
No,
whatever.
money we can do it. That is not the problem. Do you understand? Money we can make it. This is going to
If you
happen.
set up an event properly, it makes money for itself. You know?
Yes, yes, yes. The important thing is not that, but it's the basis. You know, you are a guy who write a lots of years. You know what we need for an event. You know what the people like. You know how that works, and that is you are like the voice for us. And we need more advice from you guys with more experience than us, and then we can create something very mad here in Europe. Like I told you in before in private, and I thank you guys that the support. That's sometimes the people don't understand when we talk about support. They think, oh, they want money from us. No, we don't want money. We want support, like saying, okay, I support you what you are doing. Like we're going to try to do in August about 1,500 to 2,000 guys here. If you are supporting, like you guys, you are supporting this event, not about money. It's about seeing you guys doing the right thing. You are the only ones who support us till today. That's why I like you so much. That's why I like this company. That's why I like Jeff. That's what I like. All the riders is in your team because you have a fantastic team. But don't go in too much. Then we lose the time here about that. Maybe we can talk about it another day. Tell me, my friend, what type of you as a rider, what type do you like more to ride? Do you like more to ride in a street, make crazy stuff with your one wheel? Do you prefer to go trails, off-road? What you love more?
I don't know. That's kind of like asking somebody to pick their favorite child, but but
Sorry.
I would say definitely the street riding, the freestyle riding. Like I love trail riding. I really like a good trail, flying down a good trail with your friends, hooting and hollering, big berm turns and rock bonks and root bonks, and I love riding trails for sure. But my background and my love where I come from is skateboarding and snowboarding, and skateboarding and snowboarding is all about tricks and jibbing and line choice and piecing tricks together to make lines, and that's really what like makes my heart sing and fills me up, you know, is just laying down tricks on the board, going out in the streets, finding like a funky spot, something that would work, maybe throw some wax on it, do, you know, sit there for a while, figure out a trick you want to do, try it a bunch of times, eat a bunch of shit, land the trick. I love that. And especially like this video you're playing right here at this dude's compound, like this is my favorite day would be something like this, pulling up somewhere where there's all kinds of fun features. Like this can kind of happen out in the city sometimes too, in different places where it's just nonstop fun. There's just all kinds of different little creative things you can do and piece lines together and pick out tricks and invent tricks and make videos of it is, you know, totally part of the fun that I really, really love is, you know, come up with an idea for a trick, come up with an idea for a shot, piece those together, get the shot of the trick. But yeah, definitely doing the freestyle, the tricks, riding in the street and all that kind of stuff. Like I love that. Like it's right
How
here.
many hours? How many hours do you lose before? I know that you are now a busy guy. You have lots of responsibilities. How many hours do you lose before to start to do all these tricks and everything, and to put everything together for everything to come? Today you are a proof. You don't have no problem. That is for you. I think that is a joke to do it. You do it more for fun.
How long you think it would take to get really good?
Yes.
For I don't know, it's hard to say because like I've been riding my whole life, so for me, it's hard to think about like what, you know, to go from. You mean like no board experience?
Yes.
Like you've never ridden any board in your life.
Like today, I come here, I buy one wheel, and I say I want to start to do this. I don't have no experience, no background. There's lots of guys here with electro, you know that they don't have no background. They come and they start to ride because that is easy. You don't need lots of guys. You know that you are a guy who ride skateboards. You know that most of the guys who ride electro skateboards, they don't have no background of pushing
right
a skateboard or a longboard. And that is the mistake for lots of guys.
I think honestly, like it depends on your determination. You know, there's variables. It depends on how determined you are, how fast you want to learn and you want to get there. But let's make a hypothetical situation. There's somebody that sees an event, a video of an event, and they're like, oh, wow, I want to get into this sport and I want to win an event. And they come from no experience. If they're like out putting in an hour or two every day, training, practicing, riding their board around a lot, I would say realistically it would take like 1.5 to 2 years of like riding really hard to get to a place where you're able to consistently land a handful of tricks, and you're able to throw down a couple other ones within a couple tries, and to piece together a sweet line for a video that would really, really be sick, or be able to piece together a line for a competition that might win the competition. I'd probably say about 1.5 to 2 years of just riding real hard. Damn, look at this, me without a beard. Yikes.
I just want to ask you like this, my friend, and for you, when you come out with your board and you imagine one new trick, how many hours do you lose? You stay the all day till you make this new trick?
Yeah, I'll stay as long as it takes. I mean, obviously it depends if I got something else to do, but I mean,
you have to do it.
I've got really heavy ADHD, and that's kind of been like my secret sauce of getting really good at things in my life, because I hyper focus and I obsess over stuff. And so if I'm sitting there and there's a trick I really want to get, and I have a vision for it in my head, and I can see it and I can feel it, and I really want to do it, I'll sit there and try it over and 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 over. Like a lot of the clips you see in, like, for example, like Socially Distant, in my video part of Socially Distant, there's probably
wait a second. I'm going to
like
put it.
4 or 5 tricks in there that we spent hours and hours and hours filming. Like, there's certain tricks that just take. It's on the Float Life's YouTube.
Okay.
If you just look up Bodhi Harrison Socially Distant, it might even be in that search result right there.
This one?
The other one? The YouTube one?
Oh, YouTube. Okay. YouTube. I was in YouTube. Bodhi.
Or no, the other one. No, other one. Go up. Usually my Socially Distant part pops up at the top. Yeah, there it is. Down. Up.
Down. Yeah, okay. This one?
Down. Under that one. Right there.
This here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a handful of tricks in this one that we spent hours and hours and hours sitting there. Like that one right there where I was screaming. So long. Because what happens is, the hard part about the one wheel is it's not like a skateboard. Like on a skateboard, if you go for a trick and you try a trick and and your body does the trick properly, you will land it, because the board acts the same every time. Every time you pop a kickflip, your board feels the same. Obviously, over time, your bushings and your grip tape will wear out a little bit, but from one trick to the next, your skateboard always feels identical. And so it's just up to you to make the trick happen. On a one wheel, the one wheels weren't designed to do the things that we do with them, and they haven't updated or upgraded the XR since 2017. So we have this board that isn't made to do tricks, so it doesn't work super well a lot of the time. So there's times where you'll do the trick perfect and land the trick perfect, and the board just doesn't activate. It's just like, nope, because it's designed for you to walk up and step on it and bring it to level and turn it on and then ride away. It's not meant like this one right here, this trick right here, that big spin, that no comply. Oh my gosh,
I see this. This is a place that you guys use a lot to
it's
do.
Right down the street from Jeff's house.
Yeah, let's put it here.
But like, you'll land a trick on the one wheel and it just, this right here, boom, that trick, we spent probably 2 hours trying to film that one trick, and I landed it every single time, because the boards aren't designed to be like spun and then landed on and like flipped and then landed on and all the, like, they're it's just not. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that's the hard part, is like, you'll be sitting there for try after try after try, and then you'll finally like do it right and land it, and then the board doesn't activate, and you're like, oh bro. there's sessions where it's just non-stop. just try after try after fail after fail after try after fail. And I remember one time somebody was like, dude, they saw me fall at a group ride or something like that. And they're like, dude, I didn't know you fell. And I'm like, bro, I fucking fall so much. I have no idea.
But it's like this. The important thing, I think, from you guys, your team is, I think everybody is very prestigious. Everybody prestigious. Yes, sorry, my English. Everybody wants to go and do it. Mm-hmm. You have Jeff, you have all the guys. I think you are like, I think that is more than a competition for you guys who do that first, who do that better. And I think that is more, every time I see the videos from you guys, I think that is funny for you guys to do it together. But I think sometimes I see that is like a competition. Everybody wants to be not the best one, but the first one to do it, this trick.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we'll be out like sessioning together, and then Elijah's come up with so many different tricks. It's insane. But Elijah will come up with a trick, and then you kind of get jealous. Like you see the homie throw down something sick, and you're like, oh, I want to land that. And then we all start trying to land the same trick, and then it becomes like a little trick battle because we are all totally like friendly, competitive with each other.
Yeah, you are like family.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
You know each other so many years. I follow you guys, and most of the guys are here today. We follow you guys, seeing all the videos from everything, tricks, how do you do everything. And I think you are more than a family, than you are like example for everybody out there. That's why I think One Wheels today is like, first of all, is the biggest groups we have in Facebook. And the second one, I think, is the guys who organize more and we are more together. In Germany, we have a very nice group of riders that I ride with them, and you see the harmony of everybody. That is like a big family. And I think you guys bring that out for all of us. You are like the key for everybody. You show us the way to do it, and I think that is beautiful. And you bring so many good guys here, new guys. We have these new guys. We have to talk. I was here. Dominic, he's a fantastic rider. He's a fantastic. I think he's the future. You have Austin Silva. You have so many guys coming out, and I think the future for this, my friend, is going to be very, very big, and you guys are the responsible for that, for bringing everything out for us. And that's why I'm very proud to have you here today, and I'm very proud to have all the guys from you here. I'm a small YouTuber, and you came here to talk with us. I just want to answer some questions here from the guys, because I don't want to leave. How long have you been working for the Flow Lives?
I've been riding for the Flow Life for a couple of years, but Jeff called me at the end of 2019, like December of 2019. He actually called me up, and his exact words were, "How much do I got to pay you to be my marketing director?" And at the time, I was just a freelance video maker. You know, I was about to try to get a property with Elijah and start like a little photography studio or something. We were thinking about maybe trying to get an RV and just like travel. Like we were kind of just figuring our thing out. And then Jeff called me up and was like, "Yo." And then I asked Elijah, because Elijah's basically my brother, my partner in crime. We do everything together. And I hit him up and was like, "Hey dude, I just got a job offer to go move to Sacramento and work for the Flow Life. Are you down to move out there?" And he was down to do it, so we just sent it out here, and that's when it all began. So we got here March of 2020, and the crazy thing is we got out here 3 days before the whole world shut down. So we got out to Sacramento. We're like, "Oh yeah, new spot." Jeff was telling us about all the music venues, all the restaurants to go to, like all the spots where the party's at, and we're so stoked. And then just boom, the whole world just shut down. But it's been kind of cool because we've just been one-wheeling, making videos and shredding, just doing.
It's very bad for all of us, my friend. It's very bad. And it's bad for you guys, believe it or not. You are planning to expand stores, locations?
I
These
think
guys.
so. Yeah. I mean, like our whole thing, our you keep talking about the community and how important we are to the community, and that's really cool to hear because for us, like for me personally, I've been a part of a few different board sports and a few different like industries, and the one wheel community is such a special and unique community, and everybody's so loving and everybody just hits it off right away, and there's just I don't know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's this just magic, this like special magic to the one wheel community, and that's like what our goal is and always has been, is to help the community and
But we have to
create
thank you
products
guys a
for
lot.
the community and create videos for the community, create events. Like it's all about for the community, for the community, for the community, for us.
My friend, we have to thank you guys too, because you are the guys who are so many years here to help us to go in the right way. I thank you guys all the time because you bring so good energy for all of us. I cannot say, hey, a guy who make this meals on the wheels for a small community, and you are there to help, and that is the what we need. That is community, that is love, that is peace. We just want to have a nice ride, enjoy with our friends, sit, relax, have a nice and funny day and happy day, and next time we can say together 10 years later and say, hey, do you remember what we do there is 10 years ago? And that is community, that is friendship, and
Mhm.
that what we need. That's what you guys from
It's all
Full
about.
Life bring for all of us, and that's why I like you guys. I'm not selling nothing because I don't win nothing, guys. I'm not winning no money from Full Lives. That is free. That is my opinion. I respect the opinion for everybody, but I think everybody has the same opinion like me. And if you see, you have here like we are talking about you, but we're going to talk about this beautiful lady that she win this year too. And look what she's doing. The same thing, like
Hey.
she was trying the same. That's like this woman brings so much ladies into this game. We have to thank so much to this lady what she
Big
did.
time.
She is the wife from Jeff, and she is
Mhm.
the one of the best riders there. And today we have so many ladies riding one wheel. We have to take to this beautiful lady, and
Absolutely.
that is the way. And she brings just positive energy. And all the ladies today, I put lots of photos out there for everybody to see how the groups of ladies are big. And I'm a big supporter of ladies ridings. We have to support the ladies.
Absolutely.
Don't you think that's the right way? We have to change the idea that everybody is welcome in this sport, not just
100%.
ladies. If you are another if you are gay, if you are what type you are always welcome. Don't be afraid. You're going to be very well received with us. I think that's the way a community works. That's the idea of a community. Then I come to another question here from somebody. I don't want to leave it. We have close to 3 minutes, 30 minutes now. So let's go. So here, what is here? Can you get opinion about the moral repairing set
Oh
balance
man,
of the border
that would be
in
the
the future?
dream. That would be the dream. That's all we want. That's all we want, dude. It is such a pain in the butt to fix one wheels, and it's
Can I
it's
ask you
tough.
something? You just give me the answer if you want. I know that is very difficult. There is patents and everything. Don't you ever think to create one wheel from you guys? I
I
know
mean,
what you mean. I know that is difficult. There is something.
it's tricky, and it's not like one wheel has their patents on like
Is
lock
right. I
down,
know.
and like if we even tried to make anything, it would turn into a legal battle with them, and they already really don't like us. And
I
really
know that.
all like what we want to do is work for them. Like our dream
Or work
setup
together.
would be like one wheel owns Float Life, and we work together as a team, and it's like,
Yes.
hey, we got this new board, we need products for it. It's like, word, we got you. It's like, what do you guys think we should do to this? Like our dream hypothetical scenario would be holding hands and
Mhm.
working as one with one wheel, but they're not big fans of us, but so that's
They are
okay.
not big fans for me too, my friend. Don't worry.
But
That
yeah,
is
I don't know if we'll ever come out with our own board, because
that is very sad that they
it's just
have
a,
all
I don't
the
know if it's a
control.
battle we want to be a part of.
No, you
We
don't
want
need
to
that.
make cool things for the boards that are already out there, and make things that make them look better and ride better, and just make content and build, the lifestyle around them is just really what we're focused on. Because creating a board would be so expensive, and there'd be liability issues, and then it would just be like a whole thing.
That,
We're just fingers crossed, hoping that they come out with a better board in the future, and
that's what I'm going to come to the next question. But before, I want to talk about this question. That is from Jochen. What about the flow plates and the
dude, before bang bumpers, I probably, oh my gosh, I broke so many sets of bumpers. And then a lot of times I'd break them and then just keep riding on them, and they would just like fall out of my board over time, and there'd just be like chunks missing. And flow plates, I would just grind through them pretty frequently. I'd say if I had to ballpark it, I probably broke like over, since the XR came out, I've probably broken like 100 or so sets of bumpers, I'd say.
I know that. Then I have another question, my friend. What do you think needs to change in a one wheel for you? Or what is missing for the one wheel that you say, me, I like to have this. This is what is missing.
I mean, I could talk about a whole lot of things in that sense.
The
I would
important
say
things.
I'll pick top three. Top three would be swappable batteries, number one. Like number one. And that's I feel like that's a missed opportunity for them, because everybody that buys a board would buy at least one extra battery. I would have like 5 or 10, because that would make it so that you could have them in your car, have them in your backpack, whatever. Like we could be out riding, come back to your car, pull your battery out, put the new one in, and maybe there's like a charging dock, so like when you pull your battery out and put the other one in, the other battery can be charging, and you could just have like 3 or 4 batteries and just be able to continuously just ride all day and keep swapping them out.
You see, my friends, all my friends, we have to have the back and the extra battery in our bag, because if we go out in trails, we don't have nothing else.
Exactly. And the tough thing about what's going on right now is all the 42 after 4209, they programmed the boards to not allow extended range batteries.
Yes.
And now like you can't put an extended range battery in the more recent boards, which sucks, because it's like we all just want to ride more. Like that's like, I want swappable batteries so I can ride more. I don't want to have to stop, sit there, let my board charge for an hour and a half or whatever, and then I get to go back out. Like if you got to keep the juices flowing. If you could just swap the batteries out, or have like an even bigger, longer range battery, it'd be epic. So yeah, swappable batteries, 1. 2 would be a different sensor system. I asked Ren, Corridor Digital Ren, I was like, yo, you think you could do a axle pressure sensor as the sensor for the board? And he was like, well, I wish I could have Bluetooth bearings. And so I figured that was probably a stretch, but I really like I was talking about earlier, the board's activating is my biggest. It just drives me nuts. Like it'll ruin the vibes of my session sometimes, because I'm just trying to land this trick, get the clip, move on, but the board won't activate on certain tricks. And so if there was some way to do the sensor system some way else, like maybe like double-sided, and there's there's a sensor in the axle, or it's like a proximity sensor. My homie had the idea of like you put a chip in your shoe, and then the chip reacts with the foot pad. So if the chip is within a certain distance of the foot pad, like, I don't know, some sort of different sensor system that's made to work better with the tricks that we do, so that when you spin the board around or shove the board around or drop off something and you land, it knows you're on it and it immediately picks you back up. So yeah, like an upgraded sensor system of some kind, and even more than that, concave front foot pad, please give us just a bit of concave in the front, and then the last thing would be damn, I had the three in my head. It would be swappable batteries, upgraded sensor, and more torque in the motor. If the motors had more
That
low
is
end
that is
torque,
my question for you. What do you think is the good torque for the motors?
a lot. I don't know. I don't know how to speak
Don't
torque.
forget more torque. You have to have more batteries. Then you need the two of them. The combination of the two. You have to have the replaced batteries.
Right.
Then you have the torque, because
Yep.
that is the two things you needed. And I think that is a great idea. I listen for lots of guys. They say that's perfect, but I think a little more torque was perfect for
More
all of
torque
us.
is good, and low end torque. Like
Mhm.
I personally don't want the board to go any faster. The
Yeah.
speed is fine to me.
Yeah.
You know, 20 miles an hour. I don't want to come off of something going as faster than I can run. You know, so that's why I
That's
don't
the
ride
problem.
EFCs.
Yeah.
I don't want to go 50 miles an hour and come off my board. Yeah, none of that for me. No way. But I do want more torque for myself, for like tricks, popping up stuff, going up little ramps, being able to like ride quarter pipes and stuff like that. We would have more, more torque. And then for bigger dudes, like I got a bunch of homies, the 250, the 250-pound homies. Yeah, they need more torque on their boards too. Getting uphill, riding trails and stuff like that. Me and Elijah ride two people on a board, and Elijah and I together are about, like, whenever a board breaks or dies or something like that, we'll double up. And he and I together are like 250, and the board surges and is so just like soft and noodly when we're both on it. And I'm like, damn, this is what it's like for the big homies to ride. So like those would be my top three things. The boards need better bearings. They need better grip tape. They need better rails. They need a better motor. They need better tires. The whole board could be improved, but those would be my top three for sure.
But why they leave us? There is more than 2 years and they don't change nothing. They make so many propaganda for this pint, and they don't do nothing about the GTRs. We
It's
we
because they're
need that.
not riders.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
it.
problem.
Like, they're all good people. Like, I like them. I'm friends with a lot of the marketing homies.
Mhm.
I've met some of the people. They're all good people, but none of them are riders. They don't ride
Yeah.
one wheels.
And
They
that
don't
is
like in
bad.
their free time go like riding, and they don't care about it as much as us community members do. So to them, it's like, it's fine. It's good how it is.
I just want to tell my friend, sorry, I know that I put you in a bad position, like asking you this, but I think you are the right person for us to talk about this, because the questions, everybody knows how you ride and everything. We need questions and we need answers, because that comes to a time that we expend so much money in one board, in one wheel, and we don't see it. Now today I asked myself, I need a new one wheel. So I buy a new one, or so I'll wait for the next one? Is going to come a next one? Is going to come something?
I hope so.
Do
I
you know what
really
I mean?
hope so.
That is the
Yeah, I mean,
question.
I heard rumor that they're working on another board, but I don't really know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know,
fair.
and that's been the hard part for me too. Is you're completely right. Like, the pint was cool, I guess, but it's been like 4 years since the XR came out, and they haven't made any changes to it at all. Like, they made a
Nothing.
couple changes in the controller, but foot pads are the same, rails are the same, tires the same. It's all
It's
the
everything
same.
the same, my friend.
The only thing they've done is make it so you can't upgrade it. Like, they haven't upgraded it themselves. They've made it so you can't upgrade it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all they've done since it's come out, which
It's very bad.
it's tough. I wish they treated the one wheel more like a sport and a lifestyle than a phone or like a tech
Yes,
product. You know what I
I
mean?
think too.
Because like snowboards, skateboards, all that stuff. Like, every year, surfboards, they're coming out with new stuff. They're trying to figure out new things, new ways to ride. We're still on the same tire as the V1, dude.
Yes, I have one here, the 674 number, and I see the new ones, and it's like the same. I don't see no difference, my friend.
Same tire. And people
And I,
people bitch and moan about the tire all the time, and they have all kinds of warranty problems because people
yeah,
swap their tire and they didn't know they weren't supposed to. And like, I don't know. I wish that more of their guys like really rode and were passionate about riding and part of the community. And I wish they would work with us, like be like, oh yeah, some of the top riders, instead of just grabbing us and doing like some marketing stuff. Sometimes I wish they would bring us in and be like, yo, how can we improve this board? How could this be better? How can this change? What breaks on it for you the most? I feel like they should have had a rider program this whole time, where it's like they've got 3 or 5 low key sponsored riders. It wouldn't even have to be like in the limelight. Like it would be low key. When our boards break, we send them in. We're like, this broke, this, and then they take that and they're like, oh, okay, like okay, this piece keeps breaking. Let's upgrade this. Let's change this. Or it's like, oh, like they check in with us. What differences you want to make? Like they send us prototype gear to like test and see if it rides well. And if they just worked with us and tapped into the riders more,
they need to work more with you guys.
Yeah, because it's like they create this product and we're all doing like races and events and videos and making companies and teams, and they just don't want any part of it. They're
I think that is so sad. Believe
it
it
is
or
sad.
not.
That's what it is. Like it makes me sad every time I think of it. It makes me really sad because I've completely devoted my life to this. Jeff has completely devoted his life. Like tons of people are just,
I know that,
one wheel. That's it. Die hard one wheel. The center of their universe is a one wheel, and the company, the people behind it, just don't really care. They just don't like
That is very bad. That's very bad. And they don't want no contact with the outside. That is another problem. There is no nothing. There is no answers. Sometimes you need an answer, you're not going to get it, and I think that is very sad. I just want to say to you, my friend. First of all, we are changing the rules of this lives. We are doing 1 hour. I think that is more than enough for everybody. I'm very proud to have you here. I just want to talk about 2 things because I think that makes you nervous. That makes me nervous because we want the best for this community, for the one wheelers. I know that you guys create so many stuff for us because you are the only options for all of us there. You help us so much, and I'm very proud for you guys to do it. And I'm very proud that today you're working directly with the company, and you are working in 2 nice companies. But I just want to talk something just to make the stress out. I want to talk about this. I talk with you in private. Can you explain us a little more for the guys who don't know in Europe so much about the Sauron?
So the Sauron it's freaking rad. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna start off with it is rad. It's basically, so the company Sauron is 5 engineers out in China, and they made this bike and sold the rights to this bike to Segway, and Segway sells it as
Segway is the owner.
Well, they don't own the bike. They own the rights to the bike.
The rights, okay.
Yeah. So they buy the bike from them and they put Segway X260 on it, but Sauron still sells their Sauron, right? So Segway makes their own version of it, and then Sauron still makes the Sauron, and they sell. They're kind of tricky to get, but at least like in the U.S. they ship them to a company called Lunicycle, and Lunicycle orders them in and distributes them. But basically, it's like a high-powered, lightweight electric dirt bike. And it goes up to 50 miles an hour. It has wicked torque, and it weighs like 110 pounds or something.
But the one you tried, my friend, was the one with the extra battery, this power, or is the normal one?
Just normal one.
And the normal one has so many
the power upgrade is sketchy. Like that bike is not made to go 80 miles an hour.
Okay, that what you mean is like this. What you have there is enough.
More dead stock. Enough. Plenty. Yeah. Lots of torque, lots of speed. It's super fun on trails. It's super fun in the street. It's the easiest bike on the planet to do wheelies on because it's so torquey and so lightweight, and it has regenerative braking. So like if you let off the throttle, it kind of brakes. So doing wheelies on it is just super easy compared to like a bicycle or a motorcycle or something like that. And they are so much fun.
That's why I was asking you before. You are a guy you make all the sports, my friend. You make a snowboard, you make surf, you make skate, you make one wheel, you make bikes, and then I see you electro skate. The last time I see one video for you, and then I come to a question. We're not going to talk about what if that is going to come out or not. I just want to listen to your opinion. I think not so many people has the pleasure to ride like you ride it. I think that was like a privilege for you, my friend, to ride it. What do you think about the speedboard?
Dude, the speedboard is so rad. It is so much fun. I really hope these things actually become something real because, like, look at just yeah, yeah. You
What
ride
was the what was like the experience for you when you try it?
dude.
When you,
It's like what I wanted an e-skate to feel like. Like it feels like an e-skate, but it's way more like surfy and responsive, and the way it turns is so cool because when you're going like really fast, that front turning module piece
Mhm.
is just rock solid. Like when I first looked at it, I was afraid that it might like wobble or it might be really sketchy at high speed. But it's like the faster you go, the more solid it becomes. And then when you slow way down, it gets
Mhm.
nice and loose and you can turn really hard. And it's just like it goes so fast, but you feel so like stable and okay.
Mhm.
And it's just a fun experience, man. You can ride, and they got those big ass tires on them too, so you can take them on trails. You can ride them on the street. You can go hella fast. Like it, I want that thing so bad. It would be my commuter, dude. I would go everywhere on that board. If I had a
That,
speedboard, I would just ride it like going to work, grabbing the
I was
speedboard.
waiting for that, my friend. I'm a guy who have lots of boards in my house, and I was dreaming about that. The information is not so many out there. You are one of the guys who has the only person who can give you more information about that, and I'm hope that they come out with that. I think that is going to be good for our community to have something else there. Now that we come to a point, I want to ask you something. What do you like to happen in this 2021? You,
Like for one wheeling or for me?
for you as the electro community, what you like to happen for you and for the electro community in this year? Don't forget, we come for a bad year. This year was like, do you want to have like open that this COVID go out and we make like a big event, bring everybody together, have like a big celebration? Because last year was nothing. This all the year we was stuck in our homes. We cannot do so many things like we wanted, and I think maybe something new from the one wheelers coming out. The one wheel, a new one wheel, a new like a, it's like just one question. What you think? You are a person who like to ride the pint? Okay, let's leave it. That's like
I,
this.
I I got mad love for my pint riders, but I just don't enjoy riding the pint.
The first time I touched it, I was thinking I was going to break it. Everything. I
Well,
was
dude,
like,
and you know what sucks is when I went out to Santa Cruz and tested the pint, they didn't have it nerfed yet. Like it was riding at 20, 21 miles an hour like an XR. And I remember me and Andrew Stroh were geeking out, looking at our phones, looking at each other, ripping down the road. We're like, holy shit, these things rip. And it was super fun. It's super torquey. I was like, all right, it'll just die fast, but that's okay. Like, and then they released it, and that's the reason I don't like the pint. And most people hate riding the pint is because you hit 16 miles an hour and the board's just ding, full on super mega pushback. And so like we tested that board, and I made a YouTube video on my YouTube that's like just went out and tested the pint, and it's super awesome and so much fun, and I love it, and I want one. And then it came out, and I rode one, and I was like, damn, I look like such an asshole now because it's
I think
not.
that is a piece of shit. So sorry.
Yeah,
I respect everybody, guys, but I'm a heavy guy, and for me that is impossible to ride. That is like I understand everybody. I know that the propaganda is very good. It's good for you to go in the city. Blah 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 blah. For me, it's like a big blah 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 that and blah blah blah. I love my very big board that I can have fun and I can trust. With the pint is like I'm giving to my kids and they enjoy it.
and
Okay.
that's what the pint it was made for, and it's
Mhm.
great for is get it for the kids, hook the kids up. Somebody wants to get into one wheeling, make sure they like it before they spend 2,000. They spend 1,000. They get the pint, they try it out. Like it serves its purpose, I guess. And it's still a self balancing one wheeled electric skateboard, so it's still awesome and mind blowing. But if I'm walking out the door and I'm picking between an XR and a pint, I'm
Th- that,
100% grabbing the XR.
that is not a choice.
Yeah,
I
I
just
gave
I
my
just
bike to my dad because I don't ride it.
so I just want to I don't want to leave nobody with no answer. What is the TLT board? What is your opinion?
What is the TLT?
I don't know, guys. What is the opinion from the TLT board? That is like a crazy question. So, guys, I don't know. Maybe you can answer that later. I just want to say why rose pink? Why do you love so much the
What's
pink?
up with the pink? Um, I don't know. I think there's a few reasons, but the first one is that I might be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure, and I've been telling myself this for a long time. When you look at the color pink, happy chemicals are released in your brain. It's either serotonin or dopamine. But when you look at pink, it makes you happy. Unless you have like a predisposition to it, and you're like, oh, that's gay or that's girly, or like if you have a predisposition,
No,
obviously it doesn't affect you in the same way.
my
But
friend,
if
that is
you
stupid.
have an open mind and you're just a chill, fun loving person, and you look at pink,
Hello,
it
Christy.
releases happy chemicals. And so there's that. And then also, there's that T-shirt I saw when I was really young. There's like tough guys wear pink, and then I understood why. I was like, oh yeah, because it's like you don't really give
I
a
think
shit what
fantastic,
other
my
people
friend.
think. Yeah, and so I always thought that was really cool growing up. And then I started actually like my favorite color growing up was red. And
Do you know
then
why I like you to have a pink? Because
what?
every time you are riding, I know that you are riding.
Yeah, and that's the reason. So that's actually funny. So I liked pink. I got into pink. I started kind of getting like certain things pink, and I was wearing pink. And then my mom actually was like, yo, you should make pink like your color, like make it like I was in a lot of one wheel ads and like a while back, and she's like, I never know when it's you, like you got to have the pink socks so we know it's your feet. And then my mom got me into the pink socks, and then I started just branding pink as my thing, and just I love the color, and it also stands out so much. It's like a lot of people tell me now, they're like, I see pink and I think of you now, which is
It's
really
like
cool.
you are the guy in one wheel. You are the guy. Everybody knows you when you are riding. Oh, there he is riding now.
Pink.
Everybody knows pink, and
Yeah.
the other person, of course, that everybody knows. Amanda is the other person who
Yep.
loves
My
pink.
pink sister.
Uh, Hello, Amanda. I love you. I think you're doing a fantastic job. She's a fantastic rider and always happy with life. That
Mhm.
is the important thing. So I just
Exactly.
want to say, first of all, thank you very much for accepting the interview, my friend.
Of
I
course,
think
it's a big game.
you are a very special person. I think in August, thank you for the support you give to all of us here in Europe. I think that is very important for us. I hope that we can bring about 2,000 riders here. That is going to be organized for all of us together. I think we can be legal for all of us. Is going to be great. I want to say thank you very much for everybody who was here today to support him. I think he's a brilliant person. He's a positive energy guy. His team, the guys who work with him, they are the best ones. I'm very proud to have him here in the interviews. I hope in the future we have more and more guys here for us to bring in so much information like you, my friend. And of course, I just want to say, if you have the chance, guys, subscribe to the channel. This channel is free. Every money, if we do someday, Bodhi, that we don't win no money with this YouTube. We make more expensive than money. I just want to say to everybody who wants to subscribe, I'm going to leave all the links from him. Please, guys, go there. You have his website. You have his Instagram. Instagram is more active. Then you have his Facebook. You have his YouTube. Lots of videos. Go there, subscribe, give a like, and you have Flow Life. They are there too. They make lots of stuff for all of us.
I make
Information.
all those videos too.
Yeah, and you're going to find so many. That is the last video with the two guys who win it, the beautiful lady and the
Rick
fantastic,
Kalinowski.
yeah. And of course, if you want to see a nice microphone, that is the best one I ever see it. That the idea is fantastic. This is like a road together with one part of the one wheel. I think that
Oh
was
yeah,
beautiful. That was like a fantastic idea.
yeah. Jeff's microphone.
Jeff, Jeff was like, and of course, if you want to see if you want to see, guys, more things, go there, support them. I think you have great guys who are going to help you a lot, going to give you very good vibes for our future. We have this company that is helping, that he works with them together to go there. See, they have lots of products. You're going to be amazed. I don't win no money. That is no propaganda. That is just me speaking, Nelson. And of course, there is more here. You see, is riding with different types of machines. Maybe something for you. Maybe you need you're going to see need some information. He can help you. I just want to leave you with the last words, my friend, for the guys who came here to see you. Say what you want. The last words I leave to you, my friend.
Thank you guys all so much for coming and enjoying this interview. I want to do a lot more of this style stuff with Nelson and with any other people. We're going to try to get some podcast stuff going here with the Float Life too. We just want to talk more about one wheeling and give more content. I want everybody to be able to learn more about me. I want to share my opinions and my knowledge. So definitely stay in touch with the No Limits Nelson and with my stuff. I appreciate and I love all of you guys, the One Wheel community. I consider my family. If you ride a board, you are my brother or my sister in my eyes. And I love and appreciate all of you guys. This sport is what we all love and we all cherish. And it's all of our job to build up the sport together and to build each other up together. So much love and respect to all of you guys. And if you're in Europe and you want to make an event happen, hit me up. Let's get a team together. Let's start scheming this up and figuring this out, because Europe does need, at least one good event. And I'm down to help support and tap into that. So if you're a European and you want to make this happen, hit me up. Let's get it together. Let's make a team. And everybody get out and ride your board today, whatever your board is, or your bike, or your wheel, your EUC, or whatever. Get out and ride.
That is good, my friend.
We're definitely going to do that ourselves. And, thank you, Nelson, for having me on, and thank you for all the kind words, man. I really appreciate it.
I'm saying the truth, my friend. I'm not the kind words is we have to thank all the work of you guys all these years. It's simple, my friend. I'm not saying something that is not just. I'm not winning. I'm telling you the truth. Tomorrow I have to go work, my friend. I'm just telling what you guys do for all the years. I start seeing you guys, and I cannot. I think that was the problem. And I'm going to tell just something. I want to leave you with the last word, guys. If you are out there and you want to make a channel like this guys is going to make now, making lives, making information, I think that is great. I'm the first one to say do it, because how much people are there supporting the riders, supporting the people who buy it, supporting, bringing ideas. I think that is going to be great. Not just one, not just two, lots of guys. Just have to have headphones, microphone, webcam, and if you don't have no money, there is the StreamYard that is free. You can make 20 hours for months for free. You don't have to pay. Just bring your friends out and show that is we are a big family. That is my idea. That is the idea from you guys. And of course, if you have the chance, go there and see the lives from them. I think they are fantastic. They bring lots of information. My friend, again, thank you very much. It was wonderful to have you here. Guys, see you in 2 days. Oh, I just want to say very fast before we go, there's going to be a guy here in 2 days. We have always in a week 3 times. We're going to have a guy that I call him the hands of God, because he's from Hawaii. That's his Jay.
That dude.
And he's creating crazy stuff for all of us. And Jay is going to be here. I think he's doing a magic thing for all of us. Support him. He's a very nice guy. He's the guy from the community, and I'm very proud to have him here. We are starting to have so much people here that we love. Austin is going to come here. Lots of ladies. Sundays, don't forget, Sundays is lady rides here. They come every Sunday. Is a lady here, rider. Come here, guys, and support it. And thank you very much. See you in 2 days, and bye-bye. Thank you. And we